Welcome everyone. Hope you all are having a good day. So this is Sahil. In this video we are going to solve a second assignment given to us by Skyfi Labs. This video will consist of application of seismic analysis, response spectrum and time history analysis of the building model which we had designed in the previous video. If you have not seen the video, go check it. I will be providing the link in the description below. To do the seismic analysis, we have to first delete the wind load analysis that we had done on the building. So for that we will open the building that we had designed previously. Okay, so now you can see the building is locked. The sign it is locked. So we have to unlock the analysis. It will show a note that unlocking the model will delete the analysis results. So we'll click on OK. Then we'll go for define and we'll go for load cases. So the wind load case, we will be deleting the wind load case to study the seismic analysis. So we'll delete the wind load and we click on delete case. Okay. So now for this problem we will be considering the seismic waves to be acting on the both x and y direction. So we'll go to the define, we'll go to load patterns, we'll add here seismic load. Type will be seismic, and here for the seismic load we will be using the IS code IS 893 2002. We'll click on add new load. Now we'll be modifying the load. We click on the seismic load, we click on modify lateral load option. So here in this problem, we will be considering the seismic wave to be acting on both x and y direction. So others will be unticking. Okay, now for seismic coefficient, we will be referring the IS 1893 2002. So please open the IS 1893 2002. In the fifth page, you will find the seismic zone map. We will design a building in location of Bangalore. We will go for zone 2. Now if we go to the table 2, we will find the seismic zone factor for different zones. So for zone 2, the value is 0.1. So we will be adding here 0.1. So now for the site type, we will see figure 2 of the IS 1893. You can find type 1 is rock or hard soil, type 2 is medium soil and type 3 is soft soil. So assuming the construction area has medium soil, we will select type 2. So here we will be selecting type 2. Okay, now for the importance factor, we will consider the table 6 in the IS code. Importance factor, also known as occupancy factor, depend upon the function use of the structure. The importance factor of the public building is 1.5. and for other buildings it is 1. You can check it. So for our building, as it is for residential purpose, we will enter the importance value as 1. So importance value it is 1. Okay, now for response reduction factor, here we will go to the table number 7 of the IS code. Our building comes under the ordinary RC moment resisting frame. So we will put the value as 3. Now the seismic loading, we have assigned all the values. Now we'll be clicking on OK. Okay. Now we'll be assigning the load combinations for the seismic load that we just assigned. So we'll go for define. Here it is the load combinations, and you can see already live load, dead load and seismic load combinations have been added. If it has been not added in your case, you can go here add default design combos and you can select concrete frame design and click on OK. So as in our case it is already been added, we'll click on OK. Now we have added all the load combinations for the load assigned. After defining the seismic load, the next step is to perform the structural analysis on our building model. So now we will be running the analysis for the dead, live and seismic loads. So we'll go for analyze, and here you can see set load cases to run. We'll click on that. You can see there is an option for not run and run. So if wind load would have been present here, we will be clicking on the not run option. So as seismic load, dead load and live load is needed, that is in the action of run, we will be clicking on run now. The software takes some time to analyze the seismic loads. You can see in the 3D tab, the displacement dead have been shown. If you will scroll on each of the floors, you can find the values respectively. So now, as we have run the analysis, we'll go for design, concrete frame, and we'll start design check. So you can see the analysis design option is been shown. So we'll click on yes. If you move the cursor and zoom in, you can find the longitudinal reinforcement that has been shown. So now we'll go for concrete design frames and we'll verify all members passed. So you can see a column comes up that all concrete frames pass the check design. So we'll click on OK. Now we'll go for the project report. So you can see in the here there is an option as reports. We'll click on that and we'll click on the project reports. The software is preparing the project reports. It takes some time to display the project report, so please be patient. Now you can see adjacent to the plan view, you will find a report viewer. Here you will see the project report consists of 929 pages. So if you scroll down, you will find each and everything has been displayed properly. So to download this, you can print here or you can copy it to the Word document. So now we'll see the summary report. So we'll again go here and double click on the summary report. So you can see again in the report viewer, the summary report have been published. So it is of 93 pages. So if you want to download it, you can print directly from here. So you can see all the details have been mentioned with each tabular manner. Now we'll be seeing the seismic analysis of the building based on response spectrum method. So for that we have to unlock the model. So we'll click on OK. Then we'll go for define option and we'll see for load patterns. So here you can see the seismic load is been added. We'll go for modify or lateral loads. Here we have to check that the X direction and Y direction should be ticked for the response vector analysis. So here they both are ticked, so we'll click on OK and OK. Now we'll go for define menu, functions. You can see there is a response spectrum function, so we'll click on that. Now here we'll change the code to our IS 1893-2002. Now we'll add new function. So we'll name the function as response spectrum. Now the seismic zone factor that we had previously seen, it is 0.1 and the soil type it is 2, that is median. So we'll click on OK. You can see a response spectrum factor has been added. Now we'll click on OK again. Now we'll go to define load cases. So here we'll see that there is dead load, live load, seismic load and wind load. So we'll add a new load, that is response spectrum load. So we'll add a new case. Here we'll name it as response spectrum. So now we'll click on the load type and we'll put it as a response spectrum. So you can see a load applied tab comes up. So we'll click on add. So this is for the X direction. So now for the scale factor, we have to use the formula I into G divided by 2 into R, where I is the impotence factor, that is 1. G is the acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.81. And R is the response vector factor. So here our G will be 9.81, which will be converting. So it will be 9801. Now to calculate scale factor, 1 into 9801 divided by 2 into 3. Our response reduction factor is 3. So which we will be getting 1633.5. So here we'll change the function to response spectrum and we'll change the scale factor to 1633.5, which we just calculated now. Again we'll click on add, and this is for the y direction acceleration. So click on U2 and we'll change the function to response spectrum, and the scale factor will be same, that is 1633.5. Now we'll click on OK, and again we'll click on OK. So now we have added the load cases for response spectrum method. So now we'll run analysis. We'll go to analyze, set load cases. So here you can see there is dead load, live load, seismic load, wind load, and response spectrum load. For seismic load, we put the wind load as do not run case, and here for the response spectrum method we only need seismic load and the response spectrum. We'll put the dead load and live load to do not run cases. Do not run. And we'll click on run now. You can see the software is doing the analysis. Now you can see in the 3D tab the displacement seismic is been defined. So if you will move the cursor, you will find the element joints and the values of each story. Now we'll do the design check. So we'll go for concrete design frames in design and we'll click on start design check. The design check takes some time, so please be patient. So you can see it is showing that the 18 concrete frames we have to reiterate. So we'll click on yes. You can see in the 3D tab the longitudinal reinforcement has been displayed. So after check we'll go for verify all member passed. So you can see all the concrete frames has passed the design check. So we can say that we have successfully done the seismic analysis of the building based on response spectrum method. So now we'll see a new method, that is the time history method. We'll see how the seismic analysis of the building is done with time history method. So for the response spectrum method, you can see the project report has been displayed. We'll double click on project report to find the total report of the project. You can see adjacent to the plane view tab, a report viewer tab opens. So here the project reports has been displayed. So to save it, we'll go for print. We'll click on OK. So it is of 138 pages. You can see here. Here we have to save the file. So we'll save it as, we'll save. Now similarly, to view the summary report, we will be double clicking on the summary report. You can see the summary report is of 93 pages. So to save the summary report, we'll click on print as we did before. Save. Now we have successfully saved our project and as well as summary report. So next we will see the time history method. How to do the time history method. To add the seismic analysis for time history analysis method, we will first unlock the model. After unlocking the model, we'll go for load patterns. Here we'll check if seismic load is added. If not added, we'll add the seismic load. Now we'll click on modify lateral loads. We will considering the seismic wave to be acting only on x direction. So we will select only the x direction option Now we'll add the seismic time history function to our building model. Click on OK. For adding the seismic time history function, we'll go to define, then function. Here we'll click on the time history. We will select from file option as we are going to import the time history data file. Now here we are going to add function. Here we are going to name the function as time history and we will be adding the function. So we'll go to browse documents. So here importing the time history data file of Burj earthquake which occurred in the year 2001. We can also download and add any earthquake data from the seismic analysis. So I'll click on open. We'll click on fixed format as one. When you view file, you can see that it is a Burj earthquake that was done in January 26, 2001. Now we'll click on OK. Now we have successfully added the time history function. Click on OK. Now we'll go to define options. We'll go for load case. Here we will be adding the time history load case. We'll click on add new case. Load case type will be time history. So here we'll be adding the load applied as we added similarly in the response spectrum method. So load type is acceleration and the function type it is time history. And the scale factor we have calculated for the response spectrum method, it is same here 1633.5. No need to add the y direction as we have added the time history for the in the x direction only. We'll click on OK. So now load case for time history has been added. We'll click on OK. Now we'll do the analysis. We go to analyze, set load case to run. Here we do not need the response spectrum method to be analyzed. We only need the seismic and the time history. So we'll click on do not run and we'll click on run now. The software is analyzing the load cases for seismic and time history method. You can see in the right hand corner the analysis process is going on. Now in the 3D view you can see the displacement seismic has been shown. Now we'll go for design, concrete design frames and we'll click on start design or check. You can see 2 frames it is showing for reiteration. We'll click on yes. You can see in the right hand corner the analysis is being showing. Now you can see in the 3D tab the longitudinal reinforcement has been shown. So now we'll go for the verify all members passed. You can see all our frame members have been passed the design check. We'll click on OK. Now similarly to view the report, we'll double click on the project report. You can see adjacent to the plan view, we got a report viewer in which we have a 508 page of project report. We'll download it. Click on print report. OK. You save it on your desired place. You can see our project report has been saved at our desired location. So similarly for summary report, you will repeat the same process as I have shown earlier. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, please do like this video and please do subscribe so that you can get the further videos from me. Thank you.